Welcome back, everybody, to our segment of Money Matters with Let's Chat. And we are talking with the lovely Shey Hennig today. And Shey has been in the financial industry since 1996, and she is currently the branch manager in her field. Although Shey studied voice and education at Brandon University, she found her greatest passion was in teaching financial literacy to single moms and the underserved middle market family. She's a featured speaker with Dominion Voice, Christian Outreach, and she has also put together a teaching for her church community entitled Entering the Promised Land. For the last 4 years, she has sat on the Women's Advisory Board for her company, as she is in the top 1% of all women in the company in North America. Shey has a heart for making her rags to riches story come to life for all those she meets. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, it has been, we've had some great chats lately. So, and money is always that one that seems to be the big factor in a healthy and happy relationship. For some reason, money comes in. If I don't have any money, therefore I'm going to get a divorce, and therefore, you know, then I'm going to get rid of those bills there, or however it works. I can never understand why you would get a divorce over money when, if money is that tight, now there's a rent here and there's rent there and there's rent everywhere. So it really doesn't make, you can't escape the money problem. So our question today is, my spouse handled all the money. They left and I know nothing. Now what?
It's a big question, isn't it? You know, I want to say this, I say this in a lot of my talks, that, you know, we were made to master money. It was not made to master us. And we live out our life letting it run and master our lives. And that is not what money was designed for. And so one of the things I like to talk about in this regard, you mentioned in my little bio, there's a single mom. I like to talk to single moms. I was left, and I've been left a couple times actually, and with nothing. And so my one tip to whoever's listening out there is this: get your nose in your business. You need to know what is going on in your home, so that if your husband or wife do pass away or do leave, that you're not left with your pants down, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
You know, over the years, one thing I want to say to women out there, it's, girls, empower yourself. You know, education is everything. And I don't mean going and getting a degree. I mean, even understanding simple things like money, right? You need to get some education behind you. Know what's going on in your household. Get involved. I have a lot of women that will say, I don't do that, my husband does. Well, that changes from today on.
Yes.
Right? You've got to get your nose in your business. And when you're sitting with your spouse and you're talking about money at any point, have some interest, take some interest. I don't care if you understand it then or not, it'll come the more you get involved. Then if we're ever left in a situation where we're on our own, we're not feeling so vulnerable and so broken where finances is concerned. You know, in life, a lot of it is dependent on us. You know, we can't control outside forces, but we can control ourselves. And we have to get an education on this. So seek that help. Get some, you know, there's courses out there. Take some of those courses. They're free. Sit with people like you, Brenda. Have conversations.
Yes.
There's so much you can learn in 10 minutes, right? Or 5 minutes.
That's
With wine? No.
With wine, you can learn lots more.
Yeah. You know, I've been left too often in my life vulnerable. And the last time it was, you know what? This will never happen to me again. Yeah. And so I got the education needed to know about money. And that education is out there for everyone. So in this case, I say, throw away the self-pity card and get your nose in your business, you know, and take an interest, because things happen. People pass away, people leave. Mm-hmm. And you need to be empowered where money is concerned.
Yeah. Stop being a money hostage.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know, because with whether you're in a marriage and your husband or your wife is handling all the money and you know nothing and you're just saying, okay, here's the money, pay the bills. You know, if that person is gone, you are now a money hostage because you didn't take any interest in it, or you
Yeah.
felt that you weren't smart enough or intelligent enough to take an interest in it, whether you were told that, it doesn't matter. Take an interest in
Yes.
the money and not
Yes.
be that money hostage.
You know, rebuke those lies that you don't know and you're not good enough and you're not smart enough, and just get rid of all that crap that rolls around in your head and say, from today forward, I'm taking an interest in me. And money is a big part of that. That's
No,
awesome.
that is true. Very, very big part of it. And one of the things that I want to say is, if somebody is in an abusive relationship, and we have segments with Nadine Hancher on that sort of stuff, and we have Lorene with the legalities on that sort of stuff. But if you're in an abusive relationship and your spouse controls all of the money and gives you a certain amount of money to be able to pay the bills, like an allowance,
Yeah.
take that change. Don't spend the change. Take the change that you get from paying the grocery bill and put it in the bottom of your purse,
Yeah.
or your bottom of your pocket. At the end of the day, take that money and put it in a safe place, whether it's a jar or a can or a basket or whatever. And do that continuously, just continuously. And whether it takes you, 5 years or 10 years or whatever, you have this money set aside. And when you take that money after so long, when your basket is full, then go to the bank and open up a TFSA, or go to your financial planner and open up a TFSA and put that money in there.
Yeah.
Because now it is safe. And you have to plan. And I wish I'd have done that when I left my first marriage, because
Yeah. Yeah.
you would give the money and I would pay the bills and whatnot. But I wish that I had known at that time, over those 21 years, that if I had taken all of the change from everything,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been destitute when the divorce happened and all of the money was gone. Because and I would have had this money that I would have been able to start over with when the time had come for me to do that.
Yeah.
So for all of you ladies and gentlemen out there that are in that situation where the spouse is handling the money and you have an allowance or whatever, start gathering your change and start thinking of your future.
Yeah.
And like Shey says, put your nose in your business.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. 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 I think I always used to think, that to be a good wife or to be a good woman, I had to be, I don't know, is humble the word, and just follow like a kitty, what I mean? Yeah, it's true. Until, you're left a couple of times, right? And having to start over. And then you realize that, boy, I got to get some education. I got to get my nose in my business, and everything can turn around. That's a great comment and tip you made there with, in an abusive situation. I wish I would have known that too, Brenda. Hey.
Well, we're, what do they say? Too old, too smart. Isn't that the saying? Well, so now let's, we can impart that wisdom and onto other people and say, okay, this is from personal experience. This is what I went through, and this is what I can do. Because I mean, we had talked, and I was a waitress before, and I was also a chambermaid. Nothing puts life into perspective better than if you're scrubbing, I'm going to say this, shit off somebody else's toilet. And I felt like I didn't want to be seen. Everything was falling apart, and I felt that was the job that I deserved. And I did that job for a long time until I realized I don't deserve this. And I'm not saying that chambermaids, you don't deserve your job. I'm not saying that, but where my mindset was at, in a very dysfunctional marriage, I felt that that's all that I deserved. And you have to put your nose in your business. And I applaud all of you chambermaids out there. I know I've been there. I know what kind of job you go through. So I love you for everything that you do, but I realize that it's not the job for me.
Yes. I think we could talk for days on this topic. It's a big one, and but this 5 minutes from now, it's a new day. It's a new moment, right? And so whatever it was can turn around, and with a little education, a little help, right? So that's great. I love what you're doing for this. Let's chat.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy that you're here. And I know that when you go to bed tonight and you wake up tomorrow, life can be so different because you never know what happens.
Yeah.
And get your nose in your business, get your money matters figured out. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments for Shey to answer in one of our future segments, because we'll be talking a lot with Miss Shey, because there's lots to talk about. And remember, everybody, this is general knowledge. Shey and I put in our personal experiences so that you understand that, you know, you're not alone in the struggles and where you come from, and you can change your life if you get your money matters figured out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thanks a lot, Shey, and we shall talk again soon.
Okay, thanks again.
Thanks, bye-bye.